Righto, Mark Barton from nutrientstandardbred.com.au joins me, or Nutrient Equine Standardbreds. But Barto, hello again.
G'day, mate. How are you?
Very, very well. Winter Woolies is upon us. It is that time of year. It is starting to turn a little bit cold. Good to get the beanie back out.
Mate, it's good to see a little bit of rain too. We haven't had much for this year yet, so it's 30 mils around here in the last week or 10 days, which has got a little bit of crop out of the ground finally. But no, it's and a lot of people feeding, whether it's livestock or horses. It's been a tough 6 months in southern Australia.
It has indeed, and unfortunately for a lot of people down here where I was, we didn't get that rain, but we don't wish any bad upon anyone. We just hope for everyone's sake, and if you are doing it hard, don't forget to reach out, because it is very tiring, very worrying sort of times for a lot of people, isn't it?
Yeah, and look, I suppose you look at mares too. They need roughage, don't they? It's not just a biscuit of hay. Ideally you want to have a bit of bulk, especially coming into these colder months, and that's probably what's standing beside us at the moment is the fact we haven't had a lot of frost yet. It's been mild up until now, but you're right, it's a bit wintry here today.
Yeah, it is indeed. Rightio, the Winter Woolies is online now. It went live on the weekend. Anyone wanting how to get to it, simple. Upcoming sales, click on the Winter Woolies component. Now, the reason I left it at this is I want to make sure people are aware, because we had to change the dates. So it is there in red, the new dates. So they're Tuesday, the 10th of June, the sale commences and finishes on the 12th of June. Basically being put back 1 week, Barto.
Yeah, mate, we put it back a week. As you know, the systems were all down there a couple of weeks ago when we're in the just that final throes of putting a catalogue together, and just with updates and a lot of racing results to come back in. So that, plus we do have another sale on next week, so we just thought it was good timing to best push things back 1 week. And we did have a couple of later entries, so we're now up to around 97 lots in the catalogue. So we've got those up, and I think went live on Sunday afternoon.
Yep. So just click on the catalogue and then click on the online, and they will be there. They can go straight through in lot order, with Waratah Grey being the first horse to go through for Jake Mitchell and Joshua Lee, right through to lot 97, which is, I should have read that one first. I don't even know how you say that horse's name, Bardo, but Tolaniki, I'll go with for Euroby.
Lot 99, Tolnicki.
Tolnicki, thank you very much.
Tolnicki is it's by Nickalong Shadow. So it's again, if you look at the cataloguing, our youngest horse will be lot 1, and our oldest empty mares will be the late lot. So we're basically on in sequence. So the youngest horse in the catalogue is lot 1, which is obviously a weanling. Then we go through our yearlings, then through our 2-year-olds, our race horses, then our pregnant mares. All our pregnant mares will have a preg-test certificate 14 days from the date of sale, and then our unjoined or empty mares at the end of the sale. But for those people that do buy a horse that's pregnant, they do have the right to retest if they'd like. They have to give us notice within 2 days of the sale closing, and test that horse within 7 days and prior to taking delivery. So, like I say, to try and give people maximum confidence, we're getting the pre-test within a fortnight of the sale.
So let's go back over that just for a sec, so people are aware. So if you buy a pregnant mare that is positive in foal at the time the sale has gone, they notify you 2 days, and then
within 2 days. So the close of the sale's Thursday. So basically by Friday we need to know if you have intentions of wanting to retest the horse.
And then you have 7 days after that to then.
No, 7 days from the date of sale. So by the following Thursday.
Yep.
Prior to delivery. So we expect delivery to be taken within 7 days. So that's giving, if you want to retest, you are able to do that at the purchaser's expense. But like I say, to try and avoid that, I guess, there's no guarantee a pre-test gives you on that day within a fortnight of the sale that a vet has assessed the horse to still be carrying at the time. So you're this time in there, you're a fair way into your pregnancy, so your risks are low. But it certainly gives purchasers both options.
No, I think and gives buyers confidence that they're purchased.
Yeah, which is exactly what it's about, mate. You look at the purchase you're buying. A lot of times it is the service fee that you're paying for. So you're hoping that service fee is valuable. And look, it's a good way to leapfrog if you've got a pregnant mare there. You're virtually 12 months ahead, because the selection's been done for you, the breeding's been done for you, and you fold down, you're effectively a season in front.
Yeah, and if you missed out this year on purchasing, getting a cert mare in foal, or you've decided, well, you wouldn't mind, getting a couple of mares in foal. We say about how dry it is here, but a lot of Queensland and northern New South Wales are the complete opposite. They've got a lot of feed, and a lot going on up that way. It's a huge opportunity to purchase a horse that you may not have thought about 6 months ago.
The other one, mate, bear in mind the breeding numbers are down. So the people that do breed, the product for racing has a bare minimum requirement, and you look at the reduction in mares being bred, particularly in New South Wales and Victoria, which is the cornerstone of our breeding barn. There's a real opportunity, I think, for people that look at the mares that have got a good page, that are sound breeders. I think there's a reasonable investment, and again, like I say, that the product for racing requires these young horses, and we've got exciting races on the horizon, I think, for all these young horses.
Yep, definitely, and we'll get onto that as it goes through. Weanlings, there's at least, I should have probably counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was going to say 10 and got a bit scared. Couple of trotters, paces. It's a massive opportunity to purchase a horse that one step further forward, if you like, Bardo, from the mare in foal. These are on the ground and ready to go, and they've already been weaned.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And again, you'll see photos will start to come up over this next week. And what you do see is, there's I only see the one at the moment, and a Hoka putter, but you see what you're actually buying. The hard work's been done.
Lovely horse, actually. That's what.
So again, he's and a Hoka punter, he's done a job too. So you've got a chance of having a horse that's either a pin hook yearling for next season, or when you can put the cart behind yourself in less than 12 months.
Got a very nice horse in Granny Dixon stable, actually, at the minute. Follow the Stars does an awesome job. He's one of the leading sires in Western Australia. Sweet Lou, we don't have to talk about. Majestic Sun, we don't have to talk about either. The Storm Inside, another horse that's going terrific. EL Titan for Yabby Farms is a first season sire. So great opportunity there. Ride High, Bardo, you were keen on them for a long time ago. They are flying. Huntsville's another Majestic Sun, and a Rock and Roll Dance, who's just one of the much maligned stallions going around. So great stallion representation there with those weanlings.
Yeah, definitely, mate. And look, I guess you look at again the bottom side of these horses, like you say, Rock and Roll Dance, I think will prove himself to be a broodmare sire as time goes on. And you've got in this catalogue again quite a few horses represented, daughters of Bettor's Delight, Art Major. There's quite a number of broodmares there that so quality broodmares in the catalogue as well.
Yep, there is 6 yearlings there, and again, all your leading sires represented. King of Swings down by the Seaside. So that's, again, like these are nice horses. And then you go to your 2-year-olds, where you've got about another 7 2-year-olds there as well. And then into your 3-year-olds. A lot of these are mares, so obviously you can definitely breed from them, but also to be able to potentially race them. Not all of them would be retired from racing, Mark, I'd imagine.
No, there are some racing horses there. And again, talking of that, have a look at Nick Harvey's draft, even if you do want to draft it up by consigner. You'll see a number of young horses there, and Nick's just trying to reduce his numbers. He said, look, I'm still very keen on racing, but he's trying to just consolidate his numbers in the stable. But again, you'll see a number of young horses through their betting line, Bettor's Delight, Always Be Mickey, as well as some broodmares. But there's this. I think 4 racing horses there worth having a look at, and again, they're quality horses that are just trying to just reduce some numbers.
He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 horses, 3-year-old and under. So they're an interesting named one. Seagull, that was the one that does have a picture up, but I'm sure the rest will. But you've got a Poster Boy, Always Be Mickey, betting line, Bettor's Delight, Always Be Mickey, and another betting line of those younger horses. So massive opportunity there for people. If they don't have, they would be issued if they're retired from racing, Mark, I'd imagine, on the catalogue.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, look, I think you'll find down the bottom of each of the page, you'll see, the details. So lot 27 anymore is one, for example. That's Always Be Mickey filly. She's gone 158. She's had a win as a 3-year-old. 14 starts to it as a 2 and 3-year-old, and so she's Q-bred and Vic-bred. So you've got those details at the bottom of the page. So if you go and have a look through those, you'll see anything else that's relevant with regard to those racing horses.
Yep, and you'll be able to get in touch with the guys there to be able to find out a little bit more about those horses, I'd imagine, as well.
Yeah, correct. Same with there's a betting line, Rescue Me, again Bay filly, and you'll see at the bottom of the pedigree, you'll see the racing information there again. She's gone 155 and 8, and had a win as well. So horses with potential, I think, something worth people having a look. If you want one to go to the track, get them fit and back to the track as soon as you like. And I think you also might even see when their last race was. So again, that's just to pick on one vendor, but reasonable opportunity there.
Yeah, and then if you we'll go in Rick Lander, who's got a couple there with you, Bohemian Queen, one of the mares. You go down the bottom here, she's not in foal, clearly not in foal down the bottom, but you get the full breeding history of these horses. And of course, she's a dam of Brownlow Prince, who's a terrific horse, Vale Queen, and then you continue right through. Rogue Queen goes good, and a couple of those horses there, but not in foal. But the opportunity there to buy a Sundon mare of a terrific family. But you get the breeding history down the bottom, and clearly that one says not in foal. But if they get one that is in foal, we'll see if Scotty Robinson's, no, it won't be because it's only a yearling. I'll get into trouble for that. Mrs. Ozo, we'll see if she's in foal for Euroby Farms. So it's served by Warrawee Needy. Last date of service is there, and it was positive. But again, we must reiterate that things do happen. So you have the opportunity of being able to check those horses after that period of time as well.
Correct. Mate, another one there, just an interesting one, lot 67, which is one of Rod Woodhouse's got Let Us Escape, which is the Yarn Escape that's out of Amarillo, of course. So obviously the half then she'll be to Nostra Beach, Miss Graceland, Pixel Perfect. It's a terrific family. And again, she's service there is a positive test. On the 3rd of October was the last day of service, but again, positive to cattle wash. So that's an interesting breed for mine as well, mate. She's a 15-year-old mare, so still life in her. And I think one again, she's Amarillo, was the 2017 Australian Broodmare of the Year, and Rod and I just continue to just wind their numbers back. So again, some quality horses through those broodmares.
Yeah, and two things there to touch on, Mark. One, Cattle Wash does just doing an amazing, not doing a great job in America, but his book was all but full last year. People were very, very keen on him, so you got the opportunity of being with the curb, if you like, because the numbers are going to be pretty big this year, I think over 100. So that was terrific for the farm there. But also, just like you said there, Rod Woodhouse sold those horses under the Euroby farm, if you like, Euroby stud banner for a long. The amount of winners that have come out of those first couple of sales, we did the physical sale there at his property, and then he's also sold quite a few through the Winter Woolies and that. Just keep leaving winners. He's a prolific breeder of winners, and that's what you want to buy from, isn't it?
Yeah, look, and again, Rod always, backed himself. Horses like Warrawee Needy and horses like Tintin in America that have gone and they've outperformed what their service by a long, long way. But again, you look at looking at vendors again, Yorkshire Park. There's some quality horses there again. A couple of young broodmares, Art Majors, Falcon Sealster mare, and a Live or Die mare for Yorkshire Park. So again, I think there's quality right through. There's some nice trotters through the catalogue as well.
I've just got Narissa Franco on there, who is last served in foal to Tintin in America. It's funny how you mentioned those horses, but then again, of course, down a bit further, some of those others have only had banners, but you can see there's a photo physically of the horse. And I'm sure if you get in touch with the connections, you'll be able to get some more photos if you like. And actually, Dennis has put some comments down here. 2-time winning broodmare, who's had 4 foals to date. Crazy Shippo, 15 wins. Telemarcus, 12 wins. King Tintin, so that'll be a full. 11 wins plus 2-year-old has also qualified positive info to Tintin in America, resulting in, and you can call, I would imagine that's Bicey's phone number down the bottom. So don't be scared to scroll down further. Don't just stop there at that part there where you see the last service. There's also a lot more information if you go back through some of these, some of the vendors and some of the comments they put there.
No, absolutely, mate. Look, it's and a lot of these horses are generally they're reserved at fairly modest prices too. So there's an opportunity, and we've seen a few of these happen. I think our top sell filly at Tasmania this year was actually one that was a mare bought out of this sale from Ben Stud. So I reckon Brooke might have had her eyes on a nice brood mare, and turned out she's turned up with what I think $65,000 yearling there this season. So there's been more than one story like that out of this sale.
Yeah, unfortunately, there is another one as well, and its names escape me, but someone pointed it out to me, and it's a New South Wales horse as well. It's a Winter Woolies broodmare graduate. I was meant to write that down. As soon as you said Brooks horse, then I was like, man, I'm in trouble for getting that. Great supporters of Nutrien from the inception. Alabar, Bloodstock, Barto, they've got quite a few, again, ranging from mares and a couple of younger stock.
Always have horses again that have got something left in them for the next person too, which I think is the important part of having anything for sale. It's good to see it again. Another great supporter have been Solid Earth, and again you mentioned how well they're going, but I know we've got a lot 19 on account of Solid Earth is an Always Be Mickey gelding. That's a purebred, ready to take on, and as a racing prospect, Always Be Mickey out of a perfect art. So you've got a nice pedigree there. The Seymour stable has had they've got plenty of horses there, and that Dale just said, look, we've got this one to put in. Is ready to go on with. So again, you've got quality horses there, mate.
Yep, absolutely. Trotters Australia with a couple of trotters. How keen people are on the trotters, especially with the likes of the Locomotive and that going over just recently. So Raboki from Queensland, a couple of young mares there, a Captain Treacherous and a Better's Delight mare. There's a nice opportunity for people to get some very well-bred mares to come into your stable as well, or your broodmare going.
And again, Aldebaran Lodge, your lot 60 as again a Majestic Sun. 13-year-old broodmare, again pre-tested to Dancing in the Dark, so positive test there. Again, that'd be an interesting one for someone. And the Aldebaran stable's done a hell of a job on the track in recent months.
Yep, you throw me under the bus, but I'll get to that because
lot 60 it was, mate.
I went wide far. I went one too many out, and now I'm not sure where I've gone to here. Now we're right. We'll get there. Everyone's seeing me mistakes, but that's okay. Not sure what's going on. My internet's playing up. Don't stress too much. We will get there. But Bardo just alluded to lot number 60. Oh, Naked Majesty. Oh, yeah, of course. Starkus, that family. This is a great family, actually. Prolific winners all the way through. Some great names too through there. I think Lincoln Bio actually won the other day. For Chris Elf, it might have been last weekend. It won again as well. Wardan Destroyer's very fast horse. I would imagine getting ready for the Inter Dominion this year as well. And then you can see its breeding record there. It's got a Cold on the Ground by King in the North, but Dancing in the Dark. And we got to see those horses this year at the yearling sales, Bardo, and massive types, well-grown horses, and look a treat.
No, absolutely. Durham Park have got one trotter too, mate, lot 47, Miss Sweden, which is a Majestic Sun daughter. Again, if you go back there, it'll be the half Aldebaran Zeus, of course, the mare in Miss Sweden. But you go down through the page there, she's pre-tested to King of the North. So again, a young broodmare, only 9 years of age, and again an opportunity. And I think the Durham Park stable are just staying focused on their paces. So there's a young, trotting broodmare for someone to take on, and already pre-tested to an exciting sire.
Yep, ticks a lot of boxes, actually, that horse. When you look at it, it's got that international bloodlines, American winner, Super Bowls, Valley victories right through there. So, some massive opportunities. And as you said, she's a half to Aldebaran Zeus. So, great family there. But infold to King of the North and another very sought-after horse, and pictures down the bottom. And also then down there, the comments as well.
If you look to, if you want to see the breeding consistency, we are there just up one. You'll see 2022 Colt by Pastor Stephen, 23 a filly by Pastor Stephen, and 24 this year. You'll see that'll be in the photo there, the King of the North Colt that side. So you've got a pregnancy with a fall to the photo you got on your screen there at the moment. But if you look at those pregnant mares, you go back through and you can actually see their breeding history and what they've been matched up with, rather than having to go straight back to the harness website.
Yeah, and I think that's pretty important. And you can agree or disagree too with what people have done. Then you can actually have a look and you can say, well, I wouldn't have gone to that, wouldn't have gone to that. So you've got that opportunity then to be able to say, well, hang on, this horse is well and truly worth a try.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greg Mitchell's there as well. Greg's having a good run with some of his horses, but he's always putting horses on the market. Greg, he's one of those people that is always moving them around, isn't he?
Look, yeah, there's one there. I'm actually looking at lot 37 as well. Monkey Bones' daughter there, a grey mare. I know that that's one that Sharon does like the greys, but they've decided that they're going to breed. They're going to buy their yearlings rather than breed as many. So they basically, these are all quality horses. They're already down to the ones that they wanted to keep. You'll see what Sharon's Millicent's done herself, 2017, 18, 20, 21, 20. She's only missed once in the last 8 years. So, being a quality breeder, and she's pre-tested positive to Eel Titan. So again, an interesting horse, but those horses are genuinely there for sale. They want to see them sold, and the idea is that they're going to invest in yearlings rather than breed as many this next couple of years. So have a look at the GSM draft. There's a quality draft that are for genuine sale.
Yeah, and again, great supporters of your sale. As our Mataranka, quite a few people, and a lot of the reason these guys put them in, they actually support you as well. It's a two-sided coin, if you like. They're actually supporting you to continue the sales going, because we need these sales to keep these horses moving along, but they're also trying to improve their own band and give people an opportunity as well to maybe prove them wrong.
Oh, look, and again, you look at Goose Dolphin, they've got a terrific draft of horses there, some youngsters through to some brood mares with the same thing, just to try and consolidate. And I think that's what a lot of these breeding programs do. They consolidate every couple of 3 years, and then you'll see opportunity for people to get in and have a look. But, you've got some quality horses there to look through that Goose Dolphin draft. Huntsville's King of Swing, Seasides, Art Majors, Bettor's Delight. So, again, some quality horses there for people to have a look through.
Yeah, and quite young mares, brood mares too. I just bought up lot 41. This is Moe Girl. I think we might have sold one this year, because this is related to El Mac. Yeah, this is a great family. I think El Mac sold massive as a broodmare in New Zealand not that long ago, actually. So huge opportunity. She's got a Captain Crunch and a Captain Treacherous filly, and she's in foal to Captain Treacherous.
Yeah, that was nice. You're buying a Bettor's Delight cross out of a Christian Cullen back to Treacherous. So you've got a proven family there too.
Yep. Yeah, and a great family, as you said. Miss Streisand over here, El Mac in New Zealand Pacer of the Year, 4-year-old of the Year as well. But yeah, as I said, recently purchased over there for good money as well. So Mark Dennis going back through the family. So they are ridiculous opportunities for people to be able to purchase horses. And frozen semen can be one of those hard ones to deal with. It's all done. You don't have to even touch it. You just got to successfully get your file, which it's not always that easy, but yeah.
The treacherous results this year speak for themselves, and not hundreds of them either, mate. There was few and far between. A lot of people have probably bred them or keeping them themselves, but there was limited opportunity. So there's your chance to get on board a quality broodmare.
Yep, absolutely. Mate, if anyone wants to know any more, the best to go to nutrientstandardbred.com.au or get us in touch with yourself and Christy.
That's it. No, talk to us anytime. We're obviously you can start to pre-register from now on. The sale does run through Auctions Plus, so by now people have generally got themselves set up with an Auctions Plus password. You do need to register to just get your. Basically, it's a line of credit opened again, which is just standard practice with the Auctions Plus system. So if you pre-register, we'll get you authorised, have you up on the system. Sale opens on the Tuesday. I reckon it's 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock on the Tuesday morning. And
if you go to. Basically, if you go here to the homepage at Nutrient, click on the Winter Woolies, and I'll give Barto all those. Just give it's 10 o'clock. It starts on Tuesday.
10 o'clock on the Tuesday, and we start the clock counts down at 6 o'clock on the Thursday, mate. So
yep,
you spend a good couple of days. If you see something there, the vendors have the right. People ask, where are the price variation? Vendors have the right to put their starting price. So you might see variations in where the prices are at when the sale opens. It's not because someone's had a bid. The vendors put their start prices that they'd like on those horses. So some put them a few bids away from reserve, others put them quite a ways, and some put them right next to their reserve. That's entirely up to the vendor. We do that over the next week, but that's why you will see a number of different prices on the start screen. So it's not something that we you might as well see someone encouraged to put the price somewhere near the reserve, and you'll see when it gets near reserve, the Auction Plus system lets people know that.
Yep, and we want to make sure people are clear on that. That starting price is not their reserve. They're not running you up, but that's where they would like it to start. They're not going to take anything less than that. But it's definitely not their reserve. It's just where they want it to be, and go from there. And they have the right to reserve them as well. I mean, that's their
correct, absolutely.
Yep, it's not an unreserved sale. Right, Barto, thank you. As I said, make sure you check, go to nutrientstandardbred.com.au, go to the Winter Woolies upcoming sale. The new dates are there, Tuesday the 10th of June, 10 o'clock it starts, Thursday at 6 o'clock it finishes. I'll do my traditional live at the end of it so people are aware of it and are able to watch it and go from there. It's quite interesting how it works. We might try and get someone else on with me.
Yep.
But it does get a little bit confusing. This year is a much better number to handle, though. I think last year was quite large, but you'd have to be happier with this number of horses to handle.
Look, not just the number. I think it's a good number, but it's also there's some real quality horses in that catalogue, young horses, and some genuine opportunities in those broodmares. And like we say, Brooks horse in Tasmania this year is an example of what can come out of this Winter Woolies sale. We've seen it happen before. Actually, I think we saw another one was a Durham Park horse that we sold the baggy greens through the Winter Woolies there a few years ago, and we had $120,000 yearling at the I think 120.
Yep.
$120,000 there for the Rainbow Farms team. So for the Markham. So I think there's another great example of a high quality package. The mare's gone on and bred again, and they've been rewarded with their first $100,000 yearling.
Yeah, Markham's. Yeah, they are too. They've actually
got
two. They got two in actually. Heart Place Rainbow and Glamour Rainbow. So of course they have the rainbow banner. So they've got two mares in there. One by Arts Place. That's Heart Place Rainbow, and then Glamour Rainbow as well. So an Art Major mare. So it's a couple of opportunity for a couple of really nice mares there for the farm, for the team at Rainbow Farm, which is cool. They've already got their photos in as well. So John and Sue are well and truly on the ball there. Infolded down by the seaside. They patronise down by the seaside. He's very keen on him, which is cool as well. So that's lot 36 Heart Place Rainbow. So yeah, make sure you check those out as well. So yep, and down by the seaside, they're flying. They're winning everywhere as well. So yeah, a huge opportunity for people.
No, absolutely, mate. Absolutely.
Barto, there's quite a few people there. We may have missed Lower Long Farms. Have got horses in there as well. Malcolm Sinclair, a person that sold for you quite a bit as well. So quite a few people there selling. I'll try and catch up with a few, but we want to make sure that people are aware.
You don't want to miss anyone. I know people that had a terrific sale at Sydney again too. Tony Dummersney, he's got one there again. Christian Party again. She's a terrific mare.
Yep.
Only a Christian Cullen out of a Mr. Hanover. Again, she's a mare that's pre-tested in foal to always be Mickey again. That's another one that's got a good page to Party, the first dam. Strike up the band. There's again a quality pedigree there, and again they've been terrific supporters too, Tony.
I had a feeling you might have. Yeah, you did. Sold one for 20,000 last year by Art Major out of that exact same mare. So that's his sale result from this year, not last year. This year. Don't get me confused. It was just earlier this year. So yeah, $20,000 bought by the N40 team and Michael Brennan in Queensland. So make sure you get across a lot of these those ones as well. So like you said, there's plenty of people here that we need to be able to make aware and make sure people are aware that they've got the horses in there. And I'll try and get across a lot of those. But please go to Nutrient Standardbred, old habit, Barto, nutrientstandardbred.com.au. It's above my head up there. To click on it, click on the upcoming sales for the Winter Woolies. Sale starts on the 10th of June, but it's online now. You can go through and look at all those, get your bids ready for the 10th of June. Make sure
we'll see more photos come up over the next week too, no doubt.
Yep, and I'll be pumping them up as well. Barto, thank you very much. Well done. Congratulations for getting another great sale off the ground. We need more of this. We need more investment in our industry. So really do appreciate what you're doing for the sport, mate, and appreciate it. And thanks for giving me a bit of time.
No, likewise, mate, and thank you. A terrific group of vendors that have supported us, and look forward to seeing some of these horses find a new home.